Jessica Chastain of The Savant on creating a modern thriller out of a true story. The actual lady behind Jessica Chastain's most recent persona was an anonymous source in a 2019 Cosmopolitan piece before she became The Savant. Her work was so delicate that her identity could not be published. The life of an expert with government training who infiltrated online extremist networks was described in the Andrea Stanley article, Is It Possible to Stop a Mass Shooting Before It Happens? The Savant, an 8-episode limited series for Apple TV Plus that premieres on September 26, is now largely inspired on her work. In order to identify domestic terrorist threats, Chastain plays Jody, a talented top-secret investigator who delves into the repulsive internet realm of white supremacy. Because Jody has a sixth feeling about which trolls are acting and which are simply talking a big game, her coworkers refer to her as the Savant. The item was presented to Chastain by her Freckle Films partner, Kelly Carmichael. She knows I'm very inspired by women who do incredible things behind the scenes. That's kind of my lane, Chastain says on Zoom. It's also undoubtedly timely. That's what makes it so upsetting. Look at what just happened in Minnesota. A few weeks before this interview, former Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband, Mark, were slain by an assailant who also badly injured State Senator John Hoffman and his wife, Yvette. Jody is balancing her role as a mother of two with her military husband, Nandi Asamuga, the good nurse, serving abroad while she goes further and deeper underground with a hate organization. What happens when you spend so much of your time in an energy that is so much about hate? Chastain ponders. The thought that this lady is posing as a hateful, homophobic, racist, sexist, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic jerk every single day, staring at so many damaging and destructive pictures, and having to write such things. How do you stop it from becoming your identity? That was the most intriguing aspect of the character to investigate. She discovered equilibrium in Jody's relationship with her kids, who were portrayed by Toussaint Francois Baptiste and Trinity Lee Shirley. Spending time with the children was very beneficial. I know what it's like to not want to face the day, but you have to suppress whatever evil may be brewing within of you because you are responsible for little humans. But Chastain did nothing to protect herself from that evil force. She gave it her best, as always. You will never be able to connect to or be the character if you approach the situation believing that you must defend yourself against this character. I have to dedicate myself to it totally, and that means I need to be incredibly choosy about the job. She was already acutely aware of the problems in The Savant, and she was a meticulous researcher. I made the film Miss Sloane, which was for gun control, and I was shocked to see how many furious comments I received afterward. That was years ago, too. That rhetoric seems to be something I've seen a lot of. There's no need for me to go look. Her coworkers claim she was a pleasure to work with despite the serious subject matter. Executive producer M. Blair Breard, a 6-time Emmy winner who worked with Chastain on HBO's Scenes from a Marriage, adds, when she's not working on a scene that requires tremendous emotional depth, she's a very funny person. Playing Jody's employer, Gary, Michael Patrick Thornton, who previously co-starred with Chastain in the Broadway production of A Doll's House, was captivated by her infectiously joyous energy during their first collaboration. Her playfulness initially took me by happy surprise, he writes in an email.